Live from the 412, it's Platts Point of View, y'all. Let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Platt, and this is Platts Point of View, where I give you my opinion on sports locally and nationally. We honor the old school and new school. In our old school, new school segment, I'll profile a young, talented high school kid in our high school spotlight. And later on, I'll tell you who needs to turn up and get lit. Now let's get started. NFL free agency, man. There's been a lot going on. So here's my top 5 NFL free agent signings. Number 1, guard Joe Thuney from New England to Kansas City. 5-year deal for $8 million. Tampa Bay's front four was dominant in the Super Bowl. Tackles Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz are gone. Thuney is a dominant, reliable guard who rarely makes mistakes. He's very disciplined and he should help out big time. Number 2, Matthew Stafford, quarterback traded from Detroit to LA for quarterback Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford has a rocket arm. He's a rocket arm talented quarterback whose skills and talent got lost in the trash of a franchise that's been rebuilding for way too long. Stafford is a big-time upgrade over Jared Goff, and he could be the LA Rams' missing piece. I like Matthew Stafford, and we gonna see. Number 3, safety John Johnson. He goes from the LA Rams to the Cleveland Browns on a 3-year deal for $33 million. Johnson is a versatile, playmaking defensive back who hits like a train. He's gonna bring leadership and good range in that secondary in Cleveland. Number 4, center Corey Linsley. He goes from Green Bay to the LA Chargers on a 5-year, $62 million deal. Linsley should provide good protection and toughness for quarterback Justin Herbert for many years. He's a good blocker. Number 5, Carson Wentz. Quarterback from Philly was traded from Philly to the Indianapolis Colts. The jury is still out on Carson Wentz. He took a bunch of no-namers to the playoffs in 2019. But last season, I thought Wentz was average, if not below average at best. He should thrive under new head coach Frank Reich, who was his offensive coordinator in 2017 in Indy. His coordinator in Philly. Indy has a way better offensive line than Philly, a better defense, and a better run game. I expect Carson Wentz to thrive in Indy. Stay tuned. You got some other notable signings, though. Wide receiver Will Fuller, he goes from Houston to Miami on a 1-year deal for $10 million. Fuller is a certified deep threat that should help Tua in Miami's passing game. Fuller is a dangerous game breaker. Do not sleep. Speed kills. Center Rodney Hudson, he got traded from Las Vegas to the Arizona Cardinals. And he should help Kyler Murray with solid protection and provide some leadership to that offensive line. He's pretty good. Next up, you got a defensive end pass rusher, Carl Lawson. He goes from Cincinnati to the New York Jets on a 3-year deal for $45 million. Lawson is a very good pass rusher who I expect to have multiple double-digit sack seasons. So a couple other unsigned free agents remaining on the market. We'll see where they go in the future. You got Le'Veon Bell at running back, Todd Gurley, Tyler Eifert, outside linebacker Melvin Ingram, cornerback Casey Hayward, just to name a few. So we'll see where those guys go if they find a home in the near future. Next up, you got Teddy Bridgewater versus Sam Darnold. Recently, New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold was traded to the Carolina Panthers. I like Darnold, and I think he'll improve in due time. But right now, I just don't think he's better than Teddy Bridgewater. I don't understand what Carolina's doing. People forget, Teddy was 5-0 filling in for an injured Drew Brees in New Orleans. Look at the numbers from last season, and you see Bridgewater had the better numbers and has better career numbers. Most people are giving Sam Darnold the benefit of the doubt due to the Jets' lack of weapons and lack of solid protection, and also being under head coach Adam Gase. Nobody seems to do good when he's the coach. Darnold should be better in Carolina. He also has his old teammate to throw to, wide receiver Robbie Anderson. But I'm telling you now, man, don't count out Teddy Bridgewater. He's a gamer. People forget that Snow game, man. He was a Blair Walsh missed kick away from beating the Legion of Boom when they were the top defense. So keep an eye on Teddy Bridgewater. He just needs a chance. He's a good quarterback, very accurate. NBA news. With Hornets rookie LaMelo Ball out for the season, who's going to win Rookie of the Year if they don't give it to LaMelo? Because I don't know if he qualifies, if he played enough games. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So you got a shooting guard, Anthony Edwards from Minnesota. So far this season, he's averaging 18 points and 4 rebounds. But he's also averaging now 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 steals on 44% shooting over the past 18 games. Edwards might got the dunk of the year, too. He's been balling out. Next, you got a small forward, Saddiq Bey for the Detroit Pistons. He's averaging 11 points a game so far. Saddiq Bey was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week in February. He's been playing at a high level, averaging 13 points, 4 rebounds, shooting 38% from three-point range, and an 88% foul shooter over his last 28 games. I was always a big fan of Saddiq Bey at Villanova, and he's looking good. Jay Wright knows how to get the best out of those dudes, and they turn out to be quality NBA players. Saddiq Bey. Another guy, point guard, combo guard, Tyrese Halliburton from Sacramento. This season, he's averaging 13 points a game, 5 assists. He's shooting 41% from three-point range, and he's an 86% foul shooter. His past 11 games, though, he's averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists on 52% shooting from the floor. So this is going to be interesting, this rookie of the year thing. This is going to be interesting. Stay tuned. How about Zion Williamson, man? Woo! Zion Williamson is eating the NBA alive this season. Man, I remember around this time last season, a lot of people was down on Zion. You know, he was on a minute restriction. They're talking about he's eating McDonald's too much. He has too much weight on him. They were doubting his skills, whatever. This season, Zion is averaging 26 points a game on 61% from the floor, 7 rebounds, and he's shooting 36% from three-point range. That's the most points per game by any player with a 60% field goal percentage in NBA history. It's also the highest field goal percentage by any player averaging at least 15 field goal attempts in NBA history. Head coach Stan Van Gundy, he gives him the ball and he lets him create as a point forward. A 6'6", 280-pound ball handler who can take you to the hoop whenever he wants. Zion is transcendent and he's redefining the NBA. Zion's on a tear. Hopefully they get in the playoffs. We'll see. Next, we got an NBA draft profile. NBA projection. Most outstanding player of the NCAA tournament, Baylor combo guard, Jared Butler. He's about 6'3", 185 pounds. Butler is a steady combo guard with underrated athleticism. He's not a true point guard. He's more of a scorer than facilitator. He's a good catch and shoot type player. He's a very good three-point shooter. He's a solid defender who takes pride in playing smothering defense. He averaged 2 steals this last season. Overall, I think Butler will be a decent backup point guard with a chance to become a starter in the near future. Kind of remind me of George Hill. He can be that type of guy, George Hill type point guard. Now it's time for old school, new school.
Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, y'all.
Old school center Alonzo Mourning, 6'10", 260 pounds. For his career, he averaged 17 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2.8 blocks. He was a 52% field goal shooter for his career. He played 15 years in the NBA. He's an NBA champ. He won out in 06 with Shaq in Miami. 7-time NBA All-Star, 2 gold medals, All-NBA First Team 1999, All-NBA Second Team in 2000. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time NBA Blocks Leader, NBA All-Rookie First Team. He also won the J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award in 2002. His number 33 is retired by the Miami Heat. Alonzo Mourning is a Miami legend on and off the court. Zoe was very tenacious on defense, a pure shot block specialist with a decent offensive game to go with his superb defense. Alonzo Mourning made a comeback after undergoing a kidney transplant, and he later won the NBA championship in 2006, as I said before, with the Miami Heat. Alonzo Mourning also played for the Charlotte Hornets and the New Jersey Nets. Alonzo Mourning was the first Miami Heat player to have his number retired. In August 2014, Mourning was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. August 2019, he was inducted into the FIBA Basketball Hall of Fame. Alonzo Mourning also stays involved with charities and youth organizations in the U.S. and mainly in the Miami area. Alonzo Mourning, true warrior, old school, Alonzo Mourning. Zoe was that guy. So new school, we go to the swimming pool. We got swimmer Khalid Dressel. With legendary swimmer Michael Phelps now gone from the swimming competition, Dressel looks to be the heir apparent in Olympic swimming for the USA. He broke a few world records in the 100-meter butterfly in 2020, despite the Olympics being canceled. Dressel should make a name for himself in the Tokyo Games this summer. Remember the name. Look out. Dressel's coming. Let's go to our high school spotlight. High school spotlight, you got a Bell Vernon freshman, 6'3", 180-pound Quentin Martin. He played running back, defensive back, and wide receiver. Martin is a talented athlete who plays football, basketball, and runs track for Bell Vernon High School. This past season in football, Martin rushed for over 400 yards. He averaged 9 yards a carry and 6 touchdowns. He also had 6 catches for 119 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. As a defensive back, he had 15 tackles and 1 enter. Martin was recently invited to play in the 2024 Under Armour game. That's a heck of an honor for a freshman. On the hoop court, he was catching alley-oops from talented junior point guard Devin Whitlock. They should be a deadly 1-2 punch on a hardwood next season. For football, though, Quentin Martin has been offered scholarships from Pitt, Penn State, West Virginia, and Rutgers. This is as a freshman. That's good. Them are some powerhouses. Quentin Martin will be a household name around Western Pennsylvania for the next few years. Stay tuned. Now we're going to go to the baseball diamond and talk about these Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates are the weakest team in baseball, and it's sad. They let a cornerstone piece go in Josh Bell, and they have let a lot of talent leave the team over the years. I like Key Byron Hayes. I think he has the potential to be special at third base. As a fielder, I think he can be just as great as Card's third baseman Nolan Arenado. Hayes has the arm strength and the range. It's going to be pretty good. As for pitching, Mitch Keller, he's solid. Steve Broad is okay. The rest of the bullpen is average to me. The Pittsburgh Pirates ranked last in runs scored last year, and they were also last in on-base percentage and slugging percentage. To be honest, there's no real chance whatsoever the Pittsburgh Pirates even pose a threat of challenging for the NL Central, despite it being a weak division. The organization has reduced its wage bill and seems to be taking a long-term approach rather than a short-term approach. It's like they're on a budget. For what? I don't know. Stupid. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if the Pittsburgh Pirates have the worst record in baseball this season. Pitiful, what a shame, what a joke. My prediction for the Pittsburgh Pirates, their record, let's say about 65 wins, about 97 losses, last place. Now let's turn up and get lit.
Turn up and get lit. It's time to turn up and get lit, man, for real. Turn up and get lit.
Steelers, 2021 draft, Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert. The Steelers have 8 selections in the 2021 draft. We need some of these picks to come and contribute right away. We've lost a lot of free agents and others due to salary cap issues. We keep replacing quality veterans with low-level patchwork options. The little Band-Aid ain't going to cut it, man. We need some ballers. That's not going to cut it. Kevin Colbert, Mike Tomlin, you guys must nail this draft. Turn up and get lit. Get us some good players, please. We need help. We're trying to get a Super Bowl, and you usually do good in the draft, but this year is crucial. Turn up and get lit, Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert. Let's nail this draft, y'all. And that's it for Platts Point of View. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.